Hi, beautiful souls, beautiful starlights. Breathe with us. Put your hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Breathe it in. Soft, deep breath in. Let it circulate inside your lungs. Let it caress your heart. And then release the breath very soft. Isn't it magic how adjusting your breath keeps you centered and keeps you connected to your inner softness? And isn't it benevolent that your heart, your human heart, is always beating and ruling for you? No matter what you do, no matter what happens, no matter what you don't do, no matter what doesn't happen, your magical human heart just keeps on pumping the life through you unconditionally. And there are just a few things that this little heart requests from you. It's breath, it's the oxygen, it's the ether to be taken in, so that everything, all the alchemy, all the chemical processes, all the nourishment we experience through our blood cells that get oxygenated can unfold. And meanwhile, in the same process, on another route, the blood takes out what isn't required. And your whole body just craves water. If there wouldn't be any beverage on the world, water would be still the best. It's just water. Clear, clean, liquid, diamond-like, fluid, water that is required for keeping your magical, your designed body, your divinely designed body running. And food, a little bit of food to keep all the balances and the states that are always recalibrating inside your body running. You do magic every time you intake something from the outside. Your magical, gifted, automatic, maybe running by a deeper, higher intelligence, keeps running its processes it's supposed to run, and to create all that is necessary for you to manifest in your divine body, in this device or this vehicle you're in. And your magical body needs rest to recover and to reset And still, even if you don't control it because you're asleep, so many processes run without you consciously controlling them all day long, all humans' lives long. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, they are running. They are ruling for you. Your body is there for you, and it loves to receive for you. It loves to reframe anything that is bad for you. It alchemizes it, it stores it, pushes it away. You are a sensitive being through your body, in your body, with your body, manifested, received, projected into your body, expressing yourself through your body. That runs and crawls and hikes and swims. You can do so many magical things with your body. They will arouse you, they will excite you, they will connect you with your physicalness, with your bodiness. And your body is soft, benevolent, magic. It craves a relationship between you and your body. Because you, the you that you are here right now, and all the other yous in the past and in the future, you will always and only be here through, in, with your body. It will always be with you in this lifetime. So caress it. Say thank you. Take care of it. Be proud of it. It is your best friend. It is here to serve you. It is here to be you, a part of you. It knows systematically that it is only here because you are here. Without you, nobody you. Funny. You are a team player. And sometimes there are illnesses, sicknesses. It's when your body doesn't feel good. It is in anger sometimes because you don't caress him, because you neglect him, because somewhere in your life you have maybe learned that you have to push, that you have to intake things that make you more productive, that you have to develop habits or skills to retain your productivity, even though your body craves rest, recreation, or joy. After all, you are a human being, not a doing. Don't let yourself be consumed of the story of productivity. These stories very rarely acknowledge and respect that you are more than just a human resource. They can control you when they instill in you the belief that your work is what is needed in order to receive money or prosperity. Systems that neglect the rules of the nature, the cycles of the body, of the cosmos, the instilled and inherent necessities by which your body functions are preserved and kept at a high peak, these systems make you empty inside. They cut you off from your connection to your body by keeping you running like a hamster in a wheel. And they call it success, profit, visibility, effectivity, persistence. Consciousness demands stillness, calmness, quietness, an environment in which you are seen and taken as that what you are, an incarnation of a spark of the quantum field that is the all, that is the womb of creation. And it in itself is conscious. Every cell in your body is conscious. Every organ is conscious. Every energy whirl you humans call chakras is consciousness and is a storage for information. For example, your root chakra stores anything and everything regarding your own capability to be safe, sustain your safety, and to act in the world, to stand grounded and to move yourself from one place to the other. It's kind of metaphor for safety. And this safety is something you inherently know, manifest in your body. Because after all, your body is the first thing that keeps you always safe. It reacts to anything and everything that is harmful to you. It gives you signals. It gives you hints and ticks, body reactions for you to run away. If you sometimes would love to experience how your body is a mystic on its own, guiding you, helping you, then be open for a game. We share with you the idea to just step outside without knowing why you step outside, and then get in tune with yourself. And follow where your body guides you to, maybe left, maybe right. Sometimes you will feel that there is a difference between the suggestion for direction for the walk you are creating outside that has been given through your mind, through your benevolent heart, and sometimes your feet on their own just want to go in a direction. This shows you your own multidimensionality, your ability to live multidimensional and superconscious. And it shows you, inevitably, that you are a multifaceted mind, body, soul, consciousness conglomerate with sensoric devices that create information that sometimes is coherent, that sometimes is diverse. And because you are the one that creates world which you want to perceive, you are the one at the desk with all the super consciousness guiding teams, with your angels, spirit guides, ancestors, your lineage, with anything and everything you have obtained from the Akashic records, everything that is instilled in your DNA everything that is instilled in your body. And there are so many more places from which the consciousness that you truly are and can access anytime and anywhere, let's call it your 0 point of creation, you can talk to all these different parts logically and invite them to guide you on the path of least resistance, of most joy, of most benevolence, of most miracles. Because you are then the director. And you set the intention, or you set the framework, and then wait and be aware where awesome things will happen. Because then you invite anything and everything that is in your body, through your body, above your body, in your auric field, in all the areas that exist and in which you then are manifested as physical embodiment of all that is. When there is said by channelers that source nothing loves more than just to create with you, through you, in communion and co-creation, it is meant that you then invite it to show you the miracles and wonders. And this consciousness is highly developed and is a community of higher evolved connections to far, far away dimensions beyond human existence and beyond human understanding. And their only purpose is there to expand, to raise their consciousness for anything and everything that they experience with you, through you, in you, where you are living. And this part that is incarnated from that soul team or monadic team or higher consciousness, you are them and they are you, though they are different, and still you are interconnected. You are like a state or like a connection of neuronic cells, or like a society consisting of millions and billions of singular players that interconnect and are interwoven and are always in exchange of information. And they are there for you. They are there to raise their own consciousness in a way that you are here to raise your consciousness. The more you experience, the more gain for everyone. And you can choose which experiences you would love to choose. There has been a long time where consciousness was made to choose experiences that raised the awareness of effects and consequences done and created by harmful decisions and actions. War, conflict, illusionment, lies. We acknowledge that. We were, this is the part of Lucas that is not incarnated right now here. We were, at a time in our own civilization and evolution, at similar times. And we did surpass them, so that we are now more conscious about how to deal with such constellations that project anxiety, effort, extinction, harm, sorrow, and all the crap onto civilizations and their creations like systems, models. Creation in its own is a physical law. Everything gets created because it wants. No, it doesn't want. Everything gets created because just of the aim of creation. And this is a very rigid law. There isn't anything goes. And it leads you, and it has led us and everyone else in this vastness of the all, to points where we have seen and acknowledged that there are things which are worthwhile, which are life-giving, which are expansion constructing, evolutionary, raising the vibration of each and every one of us through developing societal creations and the influence of the all to the one to the all. It's a give and take. And because this knowledge has been acquired everywhere in your human lifetime, even various times, you can read it in books, you can look into the internet and look it up, where things have been created that are not so pleasant to think about or to speak about. And this is contrast. Because without knowing or imagining or feeling what is less light, there is no knowing of what is more light. And there is a choice. There is a choice for everyone to experience needed or wished for or necessary contrast, which is effective and necessary for evolution on an individualistic level, in your own biography, or through learning by reading or watching media or just thinking, because after all you can just look it up and then feel into the people and you will see the contrast, you will see the consequences. You will see consequences and contrast of harmful things in the media, in stories. And we are astonished how much people still crave horror movies, slaughter movies, science fiction that depicts metaphors for outer beings that are evil, destructive, like in Stranger Things. This is a part of your human societal evolution that keeps a lot of you stuck and afraid of the magic that lies behind that lie and illusion. It is. We let Lucas tell you a story about one of his experiences with human media. When he was little, he loved to record cartoon movies because he experienced that when he shuts the TV down, the show he was watching didn't pause, it just continues. And then he just took old VHS cassettes and recorded it so that he could watch it whenever he wanted to watch it. One day he started to watch one of those cassettes, and then there was a part where the original recording beneath what he has recorded upon that thing revealed itself. So there was an original line, there was a movie, and he used that cassette to over-record, over-download something on it, the cartoons. And when the cartoons ended, the video player, the TV showed what light beneath the recording, and it has been The Exorcist, where the woman is possessed by a maleficent demon. And this vision ingrained itself into his memory, and he was afraid of magic. Years long, even as adult, he is afraid of the darkness. He hesitates. When he was a teenager, he had always a sense of, when walking in the dark home, something was behind him watching him. And his body told him, okay, you will feel better when you run, because then you feel that you are doing something, you are creating distance between the thing that you have imagined would be there. The thing with the human brain is, and that's why we are telling you why these metaphors are bad for spiritual beings that like to connect with the spiritual realm more, is the following. You will always remember us, feel us, and your brain will give you signs or use the metaphors, the pictures, the information that has been stored in you, that you already have perceived, as a medium on which the consciousness you want to access projects. That's why it is so hard for you to imagine something when you never have seen it, because you have no blueprint for it. There is no data stored for it. Your brain cannot create it. That's why your brain isn't able to create anything new, because it just recycles what it has received by experience in the outside world. It can only create what you once created. One of the very, very creative ways is that you just draw it and imagine. So when your brain pictures, storylines for the spiritual realm are stored that are bad, demonic, dark, harmful, and something that needs to be extinguished, something that is against the human race that wants to destruct it, everything we want to show you in a way triggers it out, and your brain will connect it. And then you will have to face the visceral reaction of how it feels like in your body, because you are afraid. When you were a little child and you had something like that, you were afraid. This information is stored in your magnificent body. But really there is nothing to be afraid of. And we consider it as a necessary information for you to be aware what you intake. Because we have explained to you in the beginning of the video that everything you take in, be it physical, metaphysical, or information-wise, this is resource that builds you on a particular plane of existence. All the molecules you take into yourself, the beverages, the food, they will build you. And they have consciousness attached, that you already know. That's why there are changes on the world, like vegans, vegetarians. And don't be bothered by any particular diet. You will be guided to your perfect individual diet, and it will change the more you change. It's flexible. It's not rigid. There is not only one path for health and well-being. There is always and only your path. And even the information you take in, they build your architecture, logical thought structure you subconsciously or consciously operate on. And these are blueprints for your interpretation, for your understanding, for the brain's combination. Because the third part that is inside your multifaceted beingness is that what your body creates as entity, it's your sensitivity, and what your brain in all its different aspects create And it's a good thing, and you can evolve it, you can nurture it, you can mold it, and then you can have fun with it. How fun would it be to select consciously and deliberately what information you give your brain in order for your brain then to draw these blueprints and create this ego, this brain you, as a persona, as a cheerleader, as a magical being. We always prefer that your brains create magical beings because this is inherently what you are. You are beyond, and you always will be beyond. A lot of shadow work is like disillusionment. Your body is afraid. It's a physical being. Your brain is afraid. It knows everything it creates will vanish, and it will never ever be able to create something when its physical existence vanishes. Dolores Cannon once has been revealed in her sessions that the physical part of you and its consciousness that it is stays due to its biological existence, due to its etherical existence in the particular vibrational realms where it is physically possible to manifest. How this looks like, we can't you say right now, but it is limited, at least at this point of evolution. You are not your body when you transit into another dimension. And that's why you should honor your body, because the being you unfold, the consciousness you unfold right now in this living is, for at least now, just and only possible in that body you have, with that brain you have, with the facilities and capacities you have, with that sensitivity that emerges through, within, with, by this bodiness that you have. Treat it well. Treat your body well. Decide that you want to spend some time alone just for your physical well-being. Take a leaf from a tree and caress your body, make it tickle. Feel with your feet the difference between going bare feet on different surfaces. Gain knowledge, gain experience, gain the knowledge of how it feels to be in a physical world like this here. It's a paradise, it's a magic. It's so funny that humans create theme parks, because in kind of a way your whole world is a theme park. These theme parks are, some more than others, a reflection of what the world is. You have the theme park of the desert, you have the theme park of the mountains, you have you call it nations and geographic planes. Isn't it magical if you could just see the wonder of the world you're in? Physicality is nothing you have to fight for. It is given to you. It is a present to be physical as you are, to have all the needs that your body system has got. And you can create more of that, not by hustling, not by working your ass off, not by playing by the rules of someone else. And if you are in a system where you have to play it, we advise you, take the authority of yourself, be sovereign and decide, even though I am in a transition phase where I cannot neglect anything and everything that is less good for me, I take my time in every single day. For me, for me. And by feeling into that, what it is like to be in a body that is so powerful, so malleable, that can turn in anything I want as soon as I start to love it that way that it deserves and that it loves me, it will become anything and everything for me. Even my beautiful brain, it has been always be ambivalent, because everything, every tool can be used detrimental or positive, but your brain is so good. There have been studies on elderly people in their 70s, 80s, 90s. They have been taken. It was a group. So just imagine 50 elderly people in their 70s, 80s, 90s. 50, two groups, each 25, and they were taken to a resort for a couple of weeks. They had different conditions, like with a walking stick or in a wheelchair or whatever. The typical things that are possible to be expressed in a particular age. The first group was put in an environment and resort where they just saw the things that are available in, this is now invented, in 2024. Yes, the media, everything. And the others, they have been put in a resort that has been completely reorganized so that it reflects the world that existed when they were teenagers. Do you know what happened? The ones that were in an environment that reflected the actual reality, how it is with the media and music and so on, they got older as some measurements were taken. And the other group, they got younger, more vitality, more creativity. Some of them even regained their ability to walk some steps. That's the power of your mind. If you believe and feel you're young, your body will create it, your mind will create it, and will project it onto you directly. Manifestation and creation isn't so far away. It gets always constructed within your body as a vibration, as a feeling, as a frequency, as an idea, as a concept, as a drive, as a magnetism, as a tuning fork, and in your physical being. That's what it is to be embodied. And then this embodied bodiness creates everything around it. And it's been held by all the facilities and angels and guides in order to be at that point where everything fits. That the actor that you have become, actor, role, personality, version of you, is in that environment where it fits, where it has more things to play, where there are more possibilities for you to play with. Because just imagine you embody the version of you that is a dentist. So you will be guided to be everywhere where a dentist is, to have every possibility to perform as a dentist. Yeah, to be the dentist, to act like a dentist. You wouldn't work in a grocery store. Well, maybe yes, if you like it, maybe multidimensional beings. Everything is possible, no? Another example to exemplify the beauty and the greatness of your brain. It has been revealed through studies and through studies. Word is lacking. So this is another example why Lucas cannot find the word, because he hasn't learned it and we want to make him say something through vibration frequency, but he cannot find the vocabulary, the physical representation of it. So that's, in German he would say Untersuchungen, Studien, examinations. Yeah, now here it is. Okay. Sportlers who play football or basketball or any other sports where it's important to have certain movements of body parts, and even artists that play the piano or another instrument, when they were rehearsing something they wanted to learn, a process, a movement, or a piece they play, or even singers. Yeah, Lucas trained himself to sing in a particular way through always listening and then tuning into. So just by creating something like a virtual reality in your mind, in your brain, enables you to get a detailed representation of that what you want to express through your body. And it has been shown that it works. People who train to play the piano are at least as good or even better than people who learn that just by rehearsing it mentally, always knows and always playing it, rehearsing it without even being at the piano, but just pretending to, yeah, and then correcting itself, and then a little bit of practice, yeah. They are at least the same as good or even better than these ones who have real piano lessons. Why? Blueprint function of your brain. Whatever you intake, the brain analyzes, conceptualizes, and then gives it a logical meaning, yeah, and it automatically runs the process of how is it possible for my body in which I live in to copy it, apply it. That's why there is a real thing like stupid learning. Anything that your system identifies as in this particular situation is not necessary. The brain will say, I'm not taking this data in because we don't need that. 80% of our life, we have to talk to people, argue with people, protect us from people, don't get fooled by people. I want to learn something about communication. And then you're sitting in a math lesson. The brain will say, I don't need that. I want to learn communication skills. Please, 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 please. And then even then you can train your brain to be your best companion, to focus. But this is another topic. So breathe in. A short summary. You are a multidimensional being, beyond your wildest dreams and beyond anything and everything that you might or might not find on the internet that has been revealed or given to you in order to describe you in a way that is satisfying for you. Humans always want to know. Second, satisfaction, joy, pleasure are the things you crave because it feels so great and it vibrates at a frequency that you are truly you. Love, universal love. Anything that is good is good. Anything that is light is you. It belongs to you. Third, you are more than your physical body. You are more than your organs. You are more than your cells. You are more than your brain. You are more than anything. And each and everything of that has a kind of consciousness on its own and is your to cooperate with them. They have designated functions and they function the way they do, and they are here to be molded by you. They'll be here to be integrated with you, in you, for the highest good of all. So if you follow your highest good, you follow the highest good of the whole system you are represent. You are more than a single I am, because this I am is a representation of the all. So when you are capable to confess to yourself that you are more than just oneness, then you understand how your benevolence to yourself is benevolence to each and everything that is represented in you. And it gets shared on a collective level through vibration, information, and the interconnectedness of mind, of the superminds, of the monadic families, and so on. We have shown you some examples of how anything that wants to come through you gets projected and recorded on stuff you intake. So be aware what you take in. We have shown you that the benevolence of the universe shows itself in your own physicality. Your heart always beats, your lungs always make what lungs make, your brain always makes what your brain makes. And now it's up to you to create your own connection with your body. Because as above, so below. So when you reach deeper inside what reveals itself to you through connecting with your body, you get higher. And we love this oxymoron, this seemingly paradox, because the deeper you are, the lighter you get, and the more consciousness you gain about yourself and anyone else. Thus, everyone is here projected and incarnated and manifested in a physical body. And that shows you that when you crave certain particular things that are good for your physicality, for your bodiness, you inherently know that anyone else on the world inherently craves the same thing. Being loved, being good to oneself. Okay. We thank you for this co-creation. I have to re-listen to it. I don't even know what had just happened. But I was partially aware. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'm Lucas. I'm a multidimensional hybrid. I don't know how many walk-ins I had, but I live by the theme. You're gonna have them all. I love to collect. Yeah, and I am here to fulfill all the kinds of purposes I am here to fulfill by following my highest pleasure and desire. Because it's the thing that anyone does, and I contribute by being me to the all. So, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share it with someone who you think would need such kind of information. And I'm eager to read from you, listen to you, co-create with you, and expand our consciousness in this container we create together, or containers, because I have everywhere on the internet something. So, we wish you a pleasant day, enjoy your day, integrate everything and anything that you have received during the Wolf's full moon in Cancer. Very interesting phase we are in. And we are part of it. Yeah! Okie dokie. Have a nice day, be blessed, be light, be benevolent, and be yourself, always and any time. Bye.